Hey there, boys and girls, Lady Silver Vixen here. I haven't made a video where you guys can actually see me in a while, so I decided to go ahead and do one. Please excuse me, I am sick. I'm even still in my PJs, and it's like 2:51 in the afternoon. I'm actually wrestling with a bout of the flu, which isn't fun at all. Anyway, I wanted to talk about pendulums, because it's a topic that I haven't really covered. Many people who know me know how I feel about Ouija boards and will probably find this rather odd that I even have a pendulum. Pendulums can be used in the same sense as a Ouija board to communicate with spirits as well as your spirit guides. Anybody who knows me knows that I do communicate with my spirit guides, but I prefer automatic writing. One of the things that I absolutely love about my pendulum is that I chose mine based off my birthstone, and this one just called to me so strongly. I had no choice. I had to get it. This is actually emerald. It's an emerald pendulum, and it actually at the bottom has a small imperfection where it's actually got kind of like a crack in it. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it or not, but it's right at the tip. It's right about here where I'm pointing at. Pendulums have multiple uses, which is actually one of the reasons why I have one. Mine usually is hanging back here on my wall, where my dream catcher's at, so it'll help me slowly over time divine what my dream meanings are. One of the other things that you can use pendulum for is actually for chakra cleansings, if you're going to do it on somebody else. This is actually a new technique that I've learned lately, and I've actually been practicing with. Basically what you're really doing is you're taking, your pendulum, you have the person lay out, you have an empty bowl, and a bowl full of water, and a cup, and what you do basically is just have them kind of lay out, and what you're going to do is you're going to set the pendulum, and I'm actually going to show you guys how to do this. Setting a pendulum is actually very easily. You can do this in a yes or no manner, or you can do it the way that I was taught how to do it with the chakras. I was taught both ways to set, but I really like the way to set it with the chakra. First of all, a lot of people are going to say, oh, well, it's your hand that's moving, blah, 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 blah. Well, the whole thing is actually to try and keep your hand limp, but as still as possible. And you don't want to be sitting there focusing on it too strongly, because otherwise you're going to go rigid, and then the next thing you know, your hand's going to get to shaking, and you're going to mess the whole thing up. So what I actually prefer is sitting it on a solid surface, because I have to do this on my knee, and I have to try and get this up as high as possible for the webcam here. Let's angle this down. What we're going to do is we're going to pull it straight, and if I can get it to go still as possible here. There we go. This is about as still as it's going to get, considering that I have to hold my hand up so you guys can see. But to set it for yes or no, think of a solid question for yes, and it should start swinging back and forth. Okay, that'll be for yes. For no, think of a solid no question, and it'll start swinging back and forth, side to side, in a manner for no. The way that I learned to do with the chakras is that when you set it, you're going to set it by, if the chakra is actually open and doesn't need to be cleansed, it'll start swinging in a very wide circle, in a clockwise fashion. If the chakra is blocked, it'll start swinging in a very wide widdershins or counterclockwise motion. If it is swinging in very tight circles, but it is, swinging in a clockwise motion, this shows that there is blockages starting to form, which I thought was really cool. And you can actually do this for all kinds of different things. Um, the chakras, the yes or no. There are some people who actually use like an altar cloth that's set up like a Ouija board. You can use a pendulum. Uh, you can also find pendulum boards out there that have yes, no. Is it they have the yeses, the nos, and if it swings in a circle, it'll be a maybe. Um, they've got boards that have letters, numbers, the whole 9 yards. I mean, there's multitudes of different things that you can use a pendulum for. I just particularly like the symbolism behind, mine when it's on my dream catcher, as well as for use um, in in cleansing chakras and the like. Which I think I should probably do a nice chakra balancing after this. Whereas it's actually pronounced as Shankra. Uh, I'm absolutely terrible at this. Chakras are actually something that I'm absolutely horrid at. Balancing is fine, cleansing is fine, but when I have to say the name, it comes out all wrong. Um, my pronunciation is absolutely atrocious. Uh, but anyway, guys, it's snowing outside. I'm sicker than a dog. School has already started and I'm behind in homework. So, you guys take care. This is Lady Silver Vixen. Blessed be everybody.